This video is proudly sponsored by Bao. For all your ticketing needs in Asia, check them out at the link below. Today we're back in Thailand to ride their brand new luxury tourist train, the Royal Blossom. On this trip we'll ride along the famous Thai-Burma Death Railway, visiting sites such as the Tham wooden trestle and River Kwai bridges, with complimentary super delicious food, so let's go and check it out together. Today's journey starts in the bustling Thai capital, Bangkok. It's one of my favourite cities in the world. There's so much to see and do, I can't stop coming back. Whether you're after culture, shopping, food, water activities or something else, Bangkok has it all. If you don't speak English, please turn on the closed caption subtitles below, which are translated into 140 languages. You can also now change the audio track to 8 other languages, including Spanish, Italian, French, German, Japanese and Hindi. Okay, fast forward to the next day. It's an early start this morning at Bangkok's centrally located Lamphong station. This used to be the main terminus for all long-distance trains in the Thai capital, however most of them now depart from the new megastation Krungthep Apiwat in the north of the city. I much prefer Lamphong though, as it has so much style and character, however I can also appreciate that it has far outgrown its capacity. The railways in Thailand are very different now from when this place opened back in 1916, and with the arrival of high-speed lines within the next decade, it made sense to consolidate most of the trains in the same place. The amenities left in this station are minimal, but there's still a staff ticket office, information point, toilets and a few shops. We're on the 6 AM departure to Kanchanaburi along the famous Death Railway, more on this later though. I suppose I should explain what we're doing today. This is one of the regular State Railway of Thailand's excursion trains. They run these on weekends or holidays with regular trains, but they also have a number of refurbished ex-Japanese special trains such as the Kia 183 or the Royal Blossom, which we'll be taking today. These offer a much higher level of service and comfort. As this is an excursion train, tickets must be pre-booked and you have to check in at this area on the platform to receive a lanyard and ID which contains your seat allocation. And here's our beautiful Royal Blossom train. This is an unpowered rake of 5 coaches, including this fantastic leisure and observation car on the rear, which we'll be spending plenty of time in today. I think the deep red paint job with the gold lettering and logos are absolutely fantastic. One of the best train liveries I've ever seen. Wait until you see it out in the sunshine later on. Hauling us today will be this SRT AD24C diesel electric locomotive. These were built by Alstom in 1974 and have a maximum speed of 90 km per hour and a power output of 1790 kilowatts. Today's route will see us leave Bangkok, make a few stops on the way out of the city, call at Nakhon Pathom and Kanchanaburi before crossing the River Kwai and the Tham bridges. Boarding at all doors is not level with 3 steps up from platform to train. There is a wheelchair lift though, which we'll see shortly. 3 of the 5 coaches feature this non-bookable sideways viewing area on the right here, and then lots of plush seating in a 2+2 configuration in bays of 4. There are also 4 bookable sideways facing seats at the other end of each coach, great for solo travellers. We'll be sure to check these all out in more detail once we get going. Here are the internal wheelchair lifts, which is great to see, although there aren't actually any dedicated wheelchair spaces on board, but there is an accessible toilet. As this is an out and back day trip, most people won't be bringing luggage with them. However, there are small racks above the seats to store coats and bags, along with gaps between the backs of the seats. We depart exactly on time at 6 AM. This 190km journey from Bangkok to Tham is scheduled to take 4 hours and 3 minutes of travel time today, including a 30-minute stop at the bridge on the River Kwai en route. The full excursion today is planned for 14 hours, but I'll just concentrate on the outbound train journey and service and show you a few shots from the rest of the day trip at the end of the video. The full cost of this excursion, including the return train trip, 3 meals, a tour guide and boat trip with lunch on board, and bus tour to a couple of temples, was 1,799 Thai Baht. Excellent value if you ask me. Here is the Kia 183, which also runs the tourist excursions. Although both trips have the same itinerary, the one on board the Kia costs less at 1,499 Thai Baht, as it's seen as less comfortable and exclusive. Both Royal Blossom and the Kia run different excursions on any given day. Many are available, including steam trains, so I'll leave a link down below to the Thai train guide. This super informative website is run by my friend Richard, who is with me on this trip today.
This is the Bangkok style Thailand. Please don't throw any waste or in the wash basin. The mobile outlet located under the table.
All of these excursions are very popular and frequently sell out within minutes, so you have to be really quick to book when they go on sale 90 days before travel. These trains don't have onboard Wi-Fi, so to stay connected wherever I go, I always get an eSIM. I recommend Airalo. You can get $3 off your first eSIM by clicking the link above or in the description below and using the code on screen now. On the way out of Bangkok, we pass by the new Krung Thep Apiwat long distance train terminal, despite the large signage saying otherwise. We call at the adjacent Bang Su Junction station on the old main line into the city centre, before immediately diverging left, now heading west. The northern main line to Ayutthaya and Chiang Mai continues straight ahead. Out of the window we see the endless bustling streets and roadside markets, before crossing over the Chao Phraya River on the Rama 6 bridge. Let's take this moment to check out our seats in more detail. They are very soft but don't have a great ergonomic shape or a recline. There is a very slightly winged headrest and wooden armrests, but these aren't all that comfy either. The table is expandable using these flaps. Legroom is okay, but nothing spectacular. Each bay of 4 has access to 4 power sockets and 4 USB-A ports. The window has a full-length sunblind and the whole train is fully air-conditioned. Can you tell these are a retrofit? Overall, pretty comfortable but not amazing. I'd have liked to have seen some airline-style seating for groups of 2, and some recline also. As I mentioned, 3 meals are included. This is breakfast. It comes in a posh box wrapped in a tea towel and with Royal Blossom branding. It was actually a very nice meal. I'd requested a vegetarian option in advance and they catered for this excellently, not just here but throughout the whole day. There was a mix of different fried vegetables, jasmine rice, some fruit and a sweet jelly thing. My only complaint would be the exorbitant amount of single-use plastic that came with the meal. Our first major stop outside of Bangkok is here at Nakhon Pathom, where lots of station improvement work is currently ongoing. This is most famous for Pra Pathom Chedi, which is the tallest Buddhist stupa in the world at 120 meters in height. This is also a very lovely place to come for a day trip from Bangkok, with regular trains serving the city throughout the day, taking around 1 hour. Back on the move, and now let's head to check out this train's pièce de résistance, the rear-facing observation car, with its own coffee shop. There is a good selection of coffee, chocolate and fruit-based drinks, all at very reasonable prices. I went for the signature Royal Blossom Rose Lemonade. This cost 70 baht and it was excellent. It's a shame the same can't be said for the ride quality of this train though. Okay, while we're up, let's check out the toilets. They were very clean, fully working and stocked up with toilet paper. The sink is located opposite on the other side of the corridor. We are now approaching Kanchanaburi. On the left here is one of the old trains which used to take tourists on trips to the famous bridge on the river Kwai, which is located 3 kilometers beyond the station here. Fun fact, although it was pretty close, the bridge in question didn't originally cross the river Kwai, or Kwai to give it its proper name, it crossed the Mekong. But after the book and subsequent Alec Guinness film came out, tourists flocked to see the bridge, so to solve the problem, what did the Thais do? Well, they just renamed the river. We'll make a half-hour scheduled stop about a minute's walk from the bridge so you can get off and explore. You'll find many markets, souvenir, refreshment and food stalls next to the tracks here. Doesn't the red gold Royal Blossom livery just look fantastic? This has got to be one of my favourite spots in Thailand. It's such a beautiful place with so much historical importance, and although it is very touristy, it's definitely worth a visit. You even get to cross the whole bridge by walking along the tracks. After the 30 minutes are up, we reboard the train and then slowly pull across the bridge, with many bystanders already having secured their ideal photography spot on one of the gantries off to the side of the tracks. Just imagine this happening in Western Europe. You may have noticed that I've only talked about 4 of the 5 coaches on the train so far. The front coach is very different and features 4 private rooms which can accommodate between 4 and 6 people each. These are excellent for families or groups, as you must book the whole room. This is the most expensive ticket on Thai rails, costing 15,999 baht per room for up to 6 people. This line is so beautiful, with some amazing train window views, especially looking rearwards from the observation car. But the Death Railway is so called for a very poignant reason. The Japanese forced tens of thousands of civilians and Allied soldiers to build the 415-kilometre line under inhumane working conditions. As a result of this, over 100,000 of them died during the 3-year construction period. Absolutely horrific. If you want ad-free early access to every video, great perks and to help me do bigger and better reviews, then become a channel member from just £1.99 per month. Just click the link above now, or the join button in every video. Thank you! The last point of interest today is probably the most iconic part of the line. It's certainly what I used to think of when I heard Death Railway. Shortly we will be crossing the spectacular Tham wooden trestle bridge, which runs alongside a sheer cliff adjacent to the river. Amazingly, this 400-metre long construction was completed in just 17 days. What an absolute feat of engineering, especially at the time, but also at a terrible human cost on such a treacherous site and in such dangerous conditions. The train really has to go slow along the trestle, as people tend to lose all sense of sanity at the cost of that perfect photo.
We'll stop here for around 20 minutes. Please come back at the same place at 10 minutes past 11.
On the left here, as we finish crossing, is the Kwai cave, which is home to a giant golden Buddha. I'll show you in there in a moment.
Remember the place where you get off the train. The train will come to pick up.
We arrive at Tham station just over 4 hours after leaving Bangkok this morning. This marks the end of today's journey along the Thai-Burma Railway on the first part of this Royal Blossom excursion. What an amazing trip, a must for any rail fan, history buff or scenery connoisseur alike, and such great value. There is a 20-minute stop here before we start heading back to Kanchanaburi for lunch and the afternoon's activities, which includes a bus tour to 2 stunning local temples. At the end of the video, I'll show you the included lunch that we had while being towed down the river on a giant restaurant barge. That was quite an experience. Would you like to ride the Royal Blossom when you next come to Thailand? Have you been on any other Thai tourist train excursions before? If so, which ones and on which routes? How did you find them? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching to the end, and I'll see you in the next video.